Hi, everyone. It's Crystal, and I'm an independent Scentsy consultant. Now, um, as you all know, the Bring Back My Bar winners list has been announced, released, whatever you want to call it. And I have some, I don't know, thoughts regarding all of this. So I thought I'd just do a video and kind of go over everything. So I got my notes here in front of me, and I'll just jump into it. So my first thing is, normally they always say that we're going to release our top 20 bars, but they always release 25 for as long as I remember. Now, I haven't been with Scentsy, for that many years, I think 5 or 6 years, but for as long as I can remember, they've always released 25, and this time they've only done 20. I wish they would have done 25. I'm always happy. Like, the more they want to come out with, the better. I'm game. My beloved blackberry meringue did not make it back, and I'm not surprised. It's not that popular, but sweet plum pastry did make it back, and I was gonna say I called that one, but I think everyone who's had sweet plum pastry before knows it was gonna come back. It's how do you say that? Its reputation is very well known. Let's just say. So I was just gonna go over the winners, because for the last Bring Back My Bar, I ended up getting the kit, I guess you'd call it, that came with one of every bar. And out of all those bars, I'd have to go back and check my video out, but I'm almost positive I only liked about maybe half or so. And, I'm trying to save or watch my money, I guess I should say, with all these releases that Scentsy's coming out with left and right. I'm trying to, I guess, be picky with my choices, so I just wanted to go over the list of winners and, what they are, what I'm thinking of getting if I don't get the whole, kit and caboodle. And I wanted your opinions as well, because it'll help me make my decision, because there's a lot here I've never tried. So if you have, no, I would appreciate it if you would let me know down below what you thought of any of these scents, if you've tried them, and what you think, okay? Okay, so enough yapping for me. Let me just jump into it. And I guess I'll be doing some more yapping. Okay, so the Bring Back My Bar winners, I believe, are going to be available to order or purchase starting December 1st. Now, first one on the list is Cashmere Pear, described as red ginger, silky pears, white amber, and Madagascar vanilla. To be honest, I'm thinking about trying this one. I don't know if it's the pear scent itself that I don't like, but there's been quite a few scents that have pear in it that I have not liked. But the idea of ginger and vanilla and pear sounds really kind of yummy. So the amber usually gives it a nice, I think like a perfumey kind of smell. I'm not sure, but this one sounds interesting to me. I'm thinking of trying this one. The next one is Quiet Grow, which is bergamot, sandalwood, and jasmine. That one is not... That's one of those scents types, I guess, that doesn't catch my eye as much. When I'm going down the list of descriptions, that's not one where I go, ooh, I just, so I don't know. I know bergamot is a kind of orange. The sandalwood, the jasmine, it sounds like it might be nice. But for some reason, whenever I see these, I have a history or a habit sometimes of prejudging things. And whenever I see things like sandalwood and jasmine and those kind of things, I always my mind goes straight to incense. And I don't know, there was a lot of incense things. I remember going through a phase where I was trying out incense, and when I had first moved out of my parents' house, and I didn't like incense. But anyways, I'm going off on a tangent there. But so I'm not so excited or thinking about trying this one maybe, but let me know if you've tried it. Next one would be lavender and white balsam. It says lavender freshened by wintry white balsams and crisp amber. I'm not a lavender fan, and I don't always like tree scents. So again, this one I'm kind of like, especially if I go through the whole list and then I start looking at how many do I really want to try, how many am I not interested in trying, then maybe it's not worth getting the whole kit kind of thing. So I'd appreciate, like I said, I'd appreciate if you guys can help me out if you've tried some of the ones that I haven't tried. Vanilla oud, sweet vanilla, and then it says grounded by leather and earthy oud wood. The leather on this one makes me a little nervous. I don't want to keep saying, let me know if you've tried it for everyone, but I've smelt weathered leather. Do not like that one. Sheer leather was like a cologne-y leathery scent. That was all right, but it wasn't, you know, like a favorite of mine that I want to melt a lot. And the other leather one was Saddle Up, which was all right as well. But again, I tried one bar and I haven't been inclined to buy it since, you know. So that one I'm intrigued to try, but the leather makes me nervous. Let me know. Next one, Sweet Amber and Freesia. Crisp layers of verbena blossom, freesia, and sweet amber. I like lemon verbena, but I know verbena blossom might be different than verbena leaf. You know, that's in the lemon verbena. Freesia, I know that's like a flowery sweet amber. Like this sounds kind of like a sweet floral. So that's why I'm kind of intrigued about this one. Next one is Sweet Plum Pastry, Black Plum, Toasted Coconut, Garnish, Marshmallow Cloud. This one is going in my club. I need to decide how many bars I'm going to put in my club because I will gladly cut down my club more to make room for several bars of this one. And this is one that I'm definitely going to stock up on and buy a bunch to have in my stash. So everyone, I think, on YouTube who have tried this scent have talked about it. And if you haven't tried it and you're on YouTube, you've talked about wanting to try it probably. It's just, it's one of those scents that everybody talks about or you hear a lot about. And I feel like it's worth it. Everything you hear, every good thing you hear about Black Plum Pastry, to me, yippers, I agree. Anyways, this is one that I've mentioned before that I was interested in trying because I'm not a mint fan. I feel like a lot of the times I'm smelling toothpaste when I'm melting mint in my home. To me, this one I missed out. This came back, Bring Back My Bar. I think it was the same time when my Blackberry Meringue came back, 2017, 2018. And I didn't try it because, again, the mint in it scared me off. But this time I want to try it, and I will try this one. Buttermint and marshmallow make merry beneath an amber veil. This sounds really yummy, personally. Again, I love food, if you haven't noticed. So this, a lot of times, if the scent description sounds yummy, then I'm all in, try it. Just a heads up in case you didn't know that. Blackcurrant bubbly. Now, this one here is described as champagne bubbles, stir black currant, sweet orange, and vanilla sugar. Now, this one here came back as a Bring Back My Bar not that long ago. This was originally a scent of the month. The reason why I know this is because my sister-in-law, this is her favorite scent ever. And when the Bring Back My Bar came around and this one came back, she started a Scentsy Club just for this scent alone and put like 6 bars in every month kind of thing. She still had the, because the scent of the month or whatever always comes with the room spray. So she still had the room spray from her original kit there, the scent of the month kit that she was hanging on to and trying to just stretch it out till that bar came back. And it's funny because she uses her room sprays as like a body spray sort of. She'll spritz it in the room and then walk in it. So that could like damage your clothes because there's oils in it. She doesn't, you know, care, obviously. A lot of people do it. I've come to find out. I've done it a few times. I've never had any issues. But anyways, and she had done that one time. And I remember there was a group of us hanging out and we were like, oh my God, what are you wearing? That smells so good. And then she pulled out her room spray and it was blackcurrant bubbly. And I thought, oh my God, when that comes back and I Bring Back My Bar, I got to try it. And it did come back, like I said, in that Bring Back My Bar. And I was so excited for it. I got 2 or 3 bars of that. And I ended up liking it, but I didn't love it. Like I was like, you know, but I remember when she had spritzed it, like I guess on herself, I remember loving it. But then I had the bar and I was like, So I might get a bar just to try it to confirm, is it still like to me, or, you know, do I love it? So I'm willing to give that one another shot. Next one, I feel like also people have talked a lot about, and I've never tried it. It's called Amber Hollow. I feel like what I've heard from, you know, what I've watched on YouTube, most people hate it and very select few like it. I feel like you're either going to hate it or like it. It says it's clove leaf, cardamom, and dark amber, spice up warm cedar wood base. Now, I mean, when I do my like fall baking, I'm using cloves and cardamom and all that, and I like it in my baking. I mean, it smells good when I'm baking. I don't know. There's so much talk about this one. I'm torn. Part of me just doesn't even want to go near it for the amount of people who said they've disliked it. And then part of me is curious and want to try it because it's been talked about so much, you know? So I'm torn on that one. Part of me just doesn't want to go near it. And then part of me does want to try it. So let me know. Next one. I've tried this one before, Cozy Chai, but only in a tester, and I really enjoyed it. To me, it smelled like a nice coffee shop. You know, when you walk in and you're smelling coffee mixed with like the seasonings and the spices and stuff and the different fancy drinks they make. It says warm, spicy cinnamon, vanilla bean, and caramel. Again, I just tried a tester, and I think it was one of those like little tiny ones there. So I'm definitely gonna get a bar of this to try. Next one, Plum and White Woods. I have heard so many people talk about this one and say how much they love it. And just from the description with the White Woods, I was kind of like, And when it was available, again, judging, I went, no thanks. But after hearing everyone talk about it and then actually looking at the description of it, it says sweet raspberry preserves, damson plum, weave through vanilla orchid. And that sounds really, really good. Like, I was thinking this was going to be plum and woodsy notes. And I don't always like the woodsy notes. It depends. But clearly I never bothered to read the description, because that description has raspberry plum and vanilla orchid, which I believe is a flower. Anyways, I'm going to definitely be trying this one. I might even pick up 2 bars of this one because I've heard so many people talk about how much they love it. Next one, Painted Leaves. And I know this one is a very popular one. A lot of people love this one. I did try this one in a tester, and I remember liking it, not loving it. It says wander through blue spruce, red maple, and golden woods. So to me, it smelled like a classic fall scent with no spice whatsoever. Very, very woodsy. Very, very, very strong. I remember I had one of those tiny testers, and it was freaking strong. And I just remember going, oh, so that's what everyone's been talking about. Okay, like, And like, I like it, but I wasn't like, oh my God, I got to put this in my club if it ever comes back. But I might be willing to give it another shot and see if it is club worthy. But it's all woodsy, 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 and I know I'm not a big woodsy fan. Next one, I already have this one in my club. It's called Cutie Pie Cupcake. It says sweet clementine, yellow cake batter, vanilla, and sugary icing. Delicious. If you like vanilla bean buttercream, it's pretty much that with some like orange to it. In fact, I would love it if they did like a raspberry icing and cake smell, a strawberry icing and cake smell, like go through the whole array of fruits with icing and cake smell. I'd be down for all of that, like a whole little collection. Anyways, next one, pumpkin marshmallow. And I know for a fact that I tried this one. This is when I was still new to Scentsy. It was, when you're like, now I'm like, I remember 2 years ago. I remember 3 years ago. You remember this scent? This was included in that collection. But back then, when I was still like, I guess I wasn't obsessed as I am now with it. But back then, I remember trying this scent and not really remembering not that I didn't remember the description of it, but I don't even think I bothered to read the descriptions back in the day. Like, when I was originally buying, I think for the first year or two, I'd be like, oh, this sounds good. This sounds good. This sounds good. This sounds good. Just by like the titles, right? And I'd be like, yeah, give me a 6-pack of those. And I try it. And then a lot of times they'd be like, and there was none that I ever like loved, except for it was black raspberry vanilla and blueberry cheesecake were the 2 first that I was like, I love. So anyways, all that just to explain that I remember trying pumpkin marshmallow and I remember not liking it. And I remember going, and being disappointed in it. But I'm reading this description and I'm like, oh my God, that sounds so delicious. So I feel like I have to give this another chance. And I've heard other YouTubers talk about it and some really love it. So I feel like I've got to give this one another chance to make sure, because I feel like I'm a more seasoned Scentsy veteran, with wax melts and smells and different like scent categories and all that stuff. So pumpkin marshmallow is described as sticky sweet marshmallow spooned onto fresh baked pumpkin and wrapped in a graham cracker crust. Like, I'm picturing pumpkin pie with like and I know this is very popular in the States. I tried it once for my family and nope, they all found it weird. I of course loved it. Nobody else did. It's you do sweet potatoes with the marshmallows over top and you bake it so the marshmallows get all ooey gooey. So I'm picturing like that, but I'm picturing a pumpkin pie in a graham cracker crust with that marshmallow topping that you would, normally see the other. Anyways, that's what I'm picturing. It sounds so freaking good. But I remembered this one, and it was the same time when I tried this one, and it was coconut pumpkin pie. And I remember not liking that one either. Anyways, that's another one I'd like to retry just to see if I still feel the same way. Sorry, I know I talk a lot. Okay. Next one, A Wink and a Smile. It says the flirty, girly, fresh scent of tulips and daffodils in full bloom, rounded out with plummy lemonade. Normally, like way before, like when I first started with Scentsy, if it was anything with florals, I would immediately avoid it. I've since come to learn that I love fruity florals, and this sounds awesome. It's got the florals and the plummy lemonade. I love lemonade as a drink, and I love lemon smells. I'm all over this one. I'm going to get a bar for sure. Next one I've tried, I've mentioned it before. It's Central Park Pralines. It's a decadent confection of rich roasted pecans, buttery caramel, and cinnamon sugar. This one here was voted back for Bring Back My Bar. It was one of the Januaries 2-3 years ago maybe, and I had gotten a few bars of it. And I remember once I realized how much I loved it, I could no longer get it, and I missed out. And now that it's back, I'm getting some, I'm putting it in my club, and I'm going to have a little stash. Next one, Peppermint Dreams. I've mentioned this one before, not because I haven't tried it, but because I've wanted to try it. Now, as I said before, I'm not big into the mint scents, but this one is a warm rush of chocolate cupcake sweetness, cooled by a blast of fresh mint. So that I'm willing to try. I like those, called peppermint patties or those after 8. Those are really good to me. So the idea of a chocolate cupcake with that mint, that sounds like it would be very yummy. So I'm definitely going to pick up a bar of that. Vanilla Suede. Hang on. 1 second. Vanilla. So for Vanilla Suede, I think I copied the vanilla oud description because I wrote sweet vanilla grounded by leather and earthy oud wood. So I'm assuming that's not the correct one for that one. But vanilla suede, like I remember owning a pair of suede shoes back in, I want to say junior high or something. No, high school we had to wear, anyways, uniforms. I remember having a pair, so I know what the suede smells like. I'm picturing that with vanilla. I love most things vanilla. That with the other one, the vanilla oud one, those two are on my maybe list, basically. So let me know if you've tried it and what, I'm going to have to check out what the correct description of that one is. My Dear Watson. I remember this was available, you know, Mystery Man, they were both together in the catalog in like the men section. They had like little men's category for fragrances. And this is refreshing bergamot contrasted with mint, cedar, and suede, sophisticated and smart. And I'm not a big fan of these men cologne smells, only because it makes me feel like my husband walked around the house just spritzing his cologne everywhere. I love it when my husband smells of this stuff, but I guess not so much my home with the ones that I've tried. So I'm not too excited, or like I'm not planning on getting this one. And Apple S'mores. This one came back in, I want to say, it was either a flash sale, they haven't done one of those in a while, or a clearance section. And I got 2 bars, so I thought I would love it so much, and I was positive I would love it. And that's the other thing with these clearance section and flash sales where they bring back these old bars that you've never tried. You're like, okay, am I going to love this? Am I going to hate it? Do I get 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bars? Like, you know. Turned out I did not like this one at all. It says harvest apples, cinnamon glaze, and a drop of coconut milk lend a tantalizing twist to classic toasted marshmallow, vanilla cream, and warm cedarwood. This sounds so delicious to me. And there was just, I don't know what it was about this scent, just something in it that I just did not like at all. There was something in it that I felt like did not blend well with the rest of the scent. Like whatever that note is, and I'm reading this description and I'm honestly not sure what note it was, but if they were to take that note out, let's say, then I would have loved this smell a lot. So I'm not planning on getting Apple S'mores. So that's the list of 20. Do I secretly hope that they have 5 more coming, that they're going to be like, surprise, come December? Maybe. Do I think they're actually going to release 5 more? No. But, you know, maybe. Anyways, let me know the 20 Bring Back My Bar winners, which ones you've tried, which ones you're planning on trying, which ones you love, which ones you hate. Give me the info so I and everyone else that are in the comment section are better equipped at deciding which bars they want to order. Because going through that list, I feel like there's not enough on there, or there's just too many that I'm not interested in to want to get the whole kit, you know? Anyways, let me know what you think. Hope everyone's having a great day wherever you are, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.